Which one?
The solar. Thermal effect of solar cooker.
Which one?
No, not this one. No, thermal effect. Hello. Hello. Is it okay? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The chairman, the organizing committee of the second International Conference on Survival and Sustainability, the ESS 2019. I would like to thank and welcome each and every one of you for this opportunity to present to you the effect of thermal energy on solar cooker when we consider Cyprus weather. The order of this presentation is as follows. We'll take the introduction, the objective, the testing results, the discussion, and conclusion. Introduction. Solar cooker or solar oven, as we know, uses a direct energy to heat or pasteurize food substance. They are cheap in production. It's a low-tech device. They use no fuel, and they cost nothing to operate. They are usually appreciated by low-income earners. But because the device is a small device and sometimes could also be used by also high-income earners as well, then they are usually, but most importantly, they cause no air pollution. They slow down the forestation and desertification caused by gathering of firewood. When I mean gathering of firewood, the use of conventional method of cooking, which implies the use of gas, the use of firewood and stove method. This one does not require the use of this conventional method for cooking. Okay, the objective of the solar cooker, the aim of this research is to convert direct sunlight to heat energy by focusing a parabolic reflector to face the sun. This in turn reflects on the cooking pot which is attached to it, and this is applicable for domestic purposes like cooking, boiling water, or frying some food content. This is possible without the use of normal cooking device that requires fuel or electricity or gas. Note, in solar cooker, it does not require the fuel it uses direct sunlight from the sun. This is a pictorial representation of the little technology we are trying to present. To properly utilize the incident radiation, we make use of a dark surface which get very hot in sunlight, cook best in tight-fitting lid to hold the heat and also moisture, to retain moisture. Direct thermal radiation energy striking on the solar cooker appliances set up for maximum efficiency. The effect of sunlight on solar cooker. The sunlight to heat conversion occur when photon moving around within the light wave interact with molecules around substance. They are ray emitted by sun, and also they convert energies in them. When we consider Cyprus weather, how suitable is this device when we have to consider Cyprus weather? We know that North Cyprus enjoys a typical Mediterranean climate with long, warm, and dry day summer, and also which occur within the mid-May to mid-October. This makes solar cooker technology applicable when considering Cyprus weather. Material used and the cost of fabrication of cylindrical or parabolic solar cooker. We make use of aluminum tin of 330 millimeter high aluminum and also 300 millimeter in diameter. The quantity is just one piece, and an estimated cost is around 150 lira. The parabolic reflector and a pot holder, and also aluminum foil of 2 feet, which is around an estimated cost of 50 lira, and also the wind resistance alignment leg to keep it firmly rooted on the floor, and also a portable cooking pot with handle, and also the food grade insulation for optimum heat retention, a dim black paint with a total estimated cost of around 700 to 800 Turk lira. Then the calculation involved, and solar efficiency, which is in the energy output versus the energy input, the solar performance factors. We consider the heat radiation striking the parabolic surface and direct to the pot or cover, and against the one falling over due to the direct sunlight on the cover. Then if you calculate the rate of the mass loss over a specific time period, which is the 10 minutes, the accumulated time we use, the interval we use to run this estimation, this project. But the pot must be boiling at first with an initial mass at 100 degree, then which gives around total of 200 gram, and also the final mass also at 10 minutes interval would give a total of 175. If you do a plus and minus, you discover that when you subtract 200 gram minus 175 gram, you have 25 gram. And then the heat is calculated to be 25,160 joule in energy in 10 minutes. The performance analysis of the solar cooker. The amount of solar radiation collected in watts per meter square Kelvin to be 117.5 to 325.2. The absorbed heat in joule per meter square was calculated to be 56487.8 and 156,339.3. And the heat loss in joule per meter square was also estimated to be 23175.1 to 229,894. And also the efficiency in percentage runs within 18% to 35%. Since the heat absorbed is higher with solar or a parabolic reflector or a collector, as you can see, the efficiency is also higher, and also the fluctuation in temperature is due to the change in weather. This was a test that was run for 2 days. It was calculated time against temperature at 10 minutes interval. The temperature was taken with the use of mercury to glass thermometer, and also the graph was represented a relationship between the time and temperature attained by the solar cooker. The fluctuation in the graph is a result of temperature change at the time. Then we run a test for a 5 days interval with the same time interval at 10 minutes each, and also the graph also represented here is a time against temperature attained by the solar cooker with a reflection of in the graph. And also the fluctuation is also as a result of a change in the weather or change in temperature. Discussion and conclusion. From the experiment, we can see that despite the abundant amount of sunlight, the sunlight is very much diffused. A much more direct sunlight will be better for the cooker to work effectively. Solar cooker do not produce any smoke. It does not produce. It's a carbon-free system, and also the indoor concentration of health-damaging pollutants from a typical firewood cooking stove creates carbon monoxide and other nauseous fume. And also, the solar cooker are less usable in a cloudy or raining weather, so which implies that there is need for a standby setting if we are going to depend or rely on this system. And also, in conclusion, the experiment was conducted at a regular interval of 10 minutes, and the heat energy absorbed by the solar oven with a parabolic collector is obtained to be 25,160 kilojoule per meter square with respect to time. this system is not just applicable, but when we imagine a system like this in a hot summer day in Cyprus, for example, at the beach, where you have a solar technology of this installed close to your minivan, it will be exciting to have the system where you can cook without the use of a normal fuel or a conventional method of cooking. This also could also be applicable not only in Cyprus, and also is being used in other parts of the world. Thank you.
Any questions, please?
Yes, I think this is a very excellent presentation. At the very end, you pointed out the fact that traditional stoves, especially in Africa, they create a lot of health problems because the women cooking are exposed to carbon monoxide, and that in addition to climate change impact on it. What I suggest is that we make very clean solar power cooker. You should look into the literature, and you'll find plenty of literature relating to the old-fashioned stuff, and you can come up with some empirical number for these old-fashioned stoves and all this. That would make a very nice comparison with how clean this instrumentation is. And I think that would be an added value to yourself.
Thank you. Noted, Sam. Thank you very much.
Any more questions?
I enjoyed listening to your report and your slides. You were speaking about the dark colors, the
Yeah.
reflector, something like this. And you spoke about the glass or something like this.
Yeah.
Could you put the image, please? The photo. Yeah. If you want, yes, the next one. Yes. So when you are speaking about dark color to absorb warm and temperature, and energy, especially. At which level?
The dark, I mean,
At which level?
the dark, I mean, it's the pot itself, not the reflector. The reflector, it's an aluminum foil, not the.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
That's very important.
Yeah, yeah,
Because the reflectors, they cannot be dark.
yeah. That was
Good
why.
idea anyway, I mean.
Yeah, that was why I make this representation. This is a pictorial representation of exactly what we are talking about. You see the sun falling directly on the reflector, which reflects on the cooking pot.
And, yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So the best color for the reflector is something like mirrors.
Yeah, it should be a mirror. That's why we use an aluminum foil.
Can you try white color?
White color. What
Colors.
color?
Color reflector, yes.
White colors reflector could also be an alternative as well. It could also be accepted as well, because it could also reflect as well. It's also possible. It's also possible as well.
Maybe it would be interesting for next
Comparison.
and do comparison, yeah, between mirrors, reflectors, and maybe
White.
reflectors.
And a no reflector, or maybe and without a reflector, a mirror reflector, white and without a reflector. Then compare and see which one gives.
Yes.
Thank you. Noted.
Can I use a natural mirror actually?
Can
I mean for itself, can I use a natural mirror? Like a bouquet one?
can you use a natural method?
Like the mirror? I take a mirror.
Of course, of course.
It's stronger.
It is possible. Once it can reflect down to the cooking pot, it's also usable, as applicable.
Okay, what do you prefer? To use a ammonia salt or a mirror? Take the ammonia gel.
You can use a mirror once it does not absorb the heat. If the concept or the idea is to produce a system that could reflect down to the cooking pot. It's like this, it's a two-way thing. It comes down to the reflector, and the reflector reflects down to the cooking utensil. And to speed the process. That's the overall idea. It could use a white like he suggests as well. Once it can be able to reflect on the cooking utensil, then it's good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yes, please.
You know, the world right now, it's about time and efficiency.
Yeah.
Do you think that this will come to a point that will be substantial from the normal oven? Like, do you think that it will become to an idea or a level that you can really change it from normal cooking oven to this point? You will have the same amount of heat, the efficiency, the flexibility of using this method?
This is a medium. This is a medium technology. It's a small technology for trial. Imagine now you're going to a beach or something with your family to relax, and you could have a small system like this organized close to a minivan, where you can make or fry something at a quick note. The stress of going with a gas or a conventional method of cooking device, it completely rules it out. It allows you the flexibility of having something behind your minivan, and you still do whatever you want to do and stick out the same phone. So it's a process. It could be a slow process, but then again, it emits. It does not emit. If you consider the advantage as well, no carbon emission and the use of this conventional method, it's a plus and it's also an advantage. Does that answer your question?
Any more questions, please? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.